Okay, and what is the part of improvisation in your interventions tonight and in all of your projects?
Well, improvisation is a free expression. It's a way to really separate yourself from really, my thinking, from the realistic music approach, which is the theory and the technical side, and it's just becoming free with that and being able to be creative and explore, you know, to more or less to recite things without them being planned. That's improvisation for me, and we're able to do that. We do that all night long. You know, we do that as a trio. There's lots of different things that Virgil changes every night that we follow, and sometimes we end up playing the wrong songs because we can't see the set list correctly, so we end up, we improvise and try to work together to get it back to the same song again. So things like that, yeah.
Okay, so you were talking about Michel Polnareff. You had just a couple of questions about that.
Yeah.
Because he's very well known here, and we just wanted to know, first, how did you get on board? How did it happen?
Well, Michel Polnareff used to come and see my band Cab in Los Angeles quite a bit, and Michel and Danielle used to come and visit the shows, and I got to know him through Bunny Purnell, who was his friend for quite some time. And subsequently after that, I was invited to come and play on the record, Michel's record, the new record. And from there, the tour idea came up, and we went out and we did that tour. So that's how it happened. Great guy, a lot of fun. A lot of fun to play with, and he's a living legend, and it was really it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity sometimes when those things come along. So
yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
And what was your freedom of expression with him during musically speaking?
Well, the music that Michel plays is very well known. So he wanted to really have a fresher approach with everything that he did before. So we really worked a lot with different ideas in terms of like rhythms on the guitars and how to make things, a tougher approach and bring a fresher idea to the arrangements with, with different chords and just different ways to really spice the things up. He's a very free-thinking guitar kind of guy. So
I think he really likes rock music.
He does, yeah.
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 Okay. And that's a strange question, but what do you prefer? I mean, playing in huge stadiums, but not necessarily your music, or playing in smaller venues like tonight, but playing your music. What's the most rewarding?
The most rewarding thing for me is to play music in front of crowds that appreciate what you're doing. It's not, to me, important, the size of the venue or whether it's your own material or someone else's. It's really just having the opportunity to go out and play live and do this for a living is a wonderful thing, and have people appreciate that is a greater thing in return.
Okay.
You are the dream team of musicianship. What do you have left to prove?
What do we have left to prove?
Yes. What in your mind? I mean, when you come up with new projects and stuff, is it? I don't know. We don't know.
Well, that's a tough question. I mean, I
know.
I don't feel like we're really out to prove anything. I mean, aside from the fact of just trying to be the best players that we can possibly be, we are our own competition. We're not out to try to be better than really anybody else out there, because so many of these other players are very good friends of Virgil and Billy and myself. So it's not really a matter of, we don't view it as any kind of competitive thing. It's we just really want to really conceptualize what we're doing as a band for the next record and the next record after that, and really have a vision and a challenge and be able to foresee that.
So you said, as you said, you have played with loads of amazing musicians, but are there any artists you haven't played with and would really like to contribute to work with? Oh,
yeah, but I don't know them now. I mean, I don't know what that is. There's so many players that I know that it would be wonderful to play with, and many of them, there's so many, when the opportunity comes along, you can cross.
It's a question of opportunities.
Yeah, it's a question also of timing, because you spend so much time on the road touring and you spend so much time recording your own stuff that you really never get a chance to really see somebody that you really admire, except if it's at a convention like the NAMM show or something, or the Music Messe in Germany. It's hard really sometimes to make those things happen.
And so far, what is your best memory and your worst? It's a tricky question.
Yeah, you seem to be really skilled at asking these tricky questions.
We're sorry.
We like tricky questions.
You do?
Yeah.
The worst memory is probably falling off the stage during a Steve Vai show. I fell off the back of the stage.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, nobody really knew that happened. That was pretty scary. It was
Now
really
we know.
high. That was a bad memory. The best memory? I don't know. They're all. It's just like I said. It's a lot of fun to really go out and play. You know, every night, and being able to do that kind of thing without falling off the stage is a good memory.
Okay. And what is the future of the band as such, and maybe you individually? Do you plan on recording other records, or?
I plan to do another solo record after the tour, and after Cab does a tour, and Cab has a tour coming up of India. And after I have some free time there, I'm going to go back in the studio and do another instrumental record.
Okay. Have you composed anything yet, or?
No,
No.
I haven't.
Okay.
How could you define your relation with the two other members of the group?
My relationship with the two other members,
Yeah.
strictly platonic. Yeah.
Oh no! It's disappointing.
Virgil and I have had the pleasure of working together for quite a number of years in so many different bands, his band, and I've done some tours with him of his music. We've worked together in Cab, we worked together in Ring of Fire, Planet X.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're very good, friends, very good spiritual brothers. Billy Sheehan and I have had just the most fun being introduced to each other, and so many years ago. I mean, I've known him forever. He was the first, professional musician that I made a record with, and that was a remarkable experience. And to this day, I can't thank him enough for that. And we just became such good friends, and have been lucky enough to work together in Steve Vai's band and do tours like this.
It's a reunion of friends then.
It's a reunion of friends, exactly.
So this was the last question. Do you have something to add to this interview? Or just say a word to people who are watching or reading this?
I want to say a big hello to everybody at guitarattitude.com. Thanks for hanging, and thanks for checking us out. Peace.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.